Hey everyone. I thought I'd make a video because I want to share something exciting with you that's happened just at the end of this week. It's been a crazy week. We started back to school with the kids at Murrihy High School, and it's been a really good week with that. Lots of other things going on. I'm very excited about the new Logan movie coming out, so I've been rereading some of those Wolverine comic books. I was on the radio this week and I shared my favorite album with Jesse Mulligan, Bruce Springsteen's live 75 to 85 collection. And also, I had my essay published on Canadian Writers Abroad, and that seems to have been received really well. So it's been a great week in that way. It's also been a bit mad week too. My laptop died this week, and thanks to a friend I was able to salvage some stuff off the hard drive, but I still lost 1,000 words on my current novel draft. So that was a bit of a bummer. Anyway, I had a bit of good news at the end of this week that really has picked me up, and that has been the fact that these have arrived. These are the new editions of Redeeming Brother Murrihy and Kauhanga and The Chain. I sent away from them at different times as I've been working on them, and they all arrived on my doorstep today. So I'm very excited, and I thought I'll do one of those videos where you, what do you call them, unpack or whatever. I thought I'd unpack them and share them with you at the same time as I find them. So here we go. I haven't opened them yet, so I don't even know what order to open them in. So I might muck around with that. But the backstory on this is that, as many of you know, my first novel I published back in 2013, Redeeming Brother Murrihy, and that novel was all done through CreateSpace. So the novel cover features my picture from the confluence of the Murrihy and the Whanganui rivers here in Tomanui, and I took a portrait shot, or sorry, a landscape shot of that, and what do you call it? Panoramic. I took a panoramic shot of that and was able to use the CreateSpace template to create the cover for that first book. And of course, I was really proud of it, and still am very proud of it. A year later, I produced Kauhanga, my second novel, and I had some help with this. I still use CreateSpace to make the cover for this one, but I had a bit of help from artist Leanne Reynolds, and so she helped tweak some of the fonts and whatnot, but didn't really design anything on it too much, but she did help me to improve it from what CreateSpace had offered. As far as The Chain went, I'll find a copy of that. I used a website called Self-Pub Book Covers, and I was able to find a cool cover with that and work with those people, and they were great in putting that together. So that one turned out really, really well, and again back through CreateSpace. So what I've done now is Leanne and I have collaborated to make new covers for Redeeming Brother Murrihy and for Kauhanga, and I've revealed those covers, or at least the front covers, online for people to see. At the same time, I revised the interiors as well. So I revised the interiors with some new editing and a few changes of content, but not terribly much. So it was really about getting the new books out with new covers on them when I had a chance to work with Leanne. And the experience with working with Leanne was tremendous. She's an amazing artist, and I think what we've done is really terrific. So I haven't seen these in print form. Leanne hasn't seen these in print form. In fact, the first time that Leanne sees these will probably be with this video with the rest of you. And so this is not; these aren't available just yet. These are books that once I look at the covers and look at the interior and make sure again that everything is the way it's meant to be, then I'll let everybody know when they can be purchased in this form. Okay, in the new form. So I'm calling them second editions of those books. The Chain has some new interior revisions as well, but otherwise the cover has stayed the same. So again, I don't know which one I'm going to open first. In fact, I'll open one. I'd rather start with Murrihy, so I'll have a quick look here and see which one this is. Okay, that's The Chain. We'll save that for last. Pull tab to open, it says. that's Kauhanga. Just hold on to that. So this will be Murrihy. So there it is. So I'm having a look at it now at the same time as you guys are getting a chance to see it. Gosh. It feels different. I've ordered a matte version. The other books are all a gloss, but this was the matte version. And I was inspired by books like The Chimes by Anna Smale, which I think is a beautiful book. And I love the matte on that. And when I saw Leanne's artwork, I thought how good that would look with matte as well, and she's agreed. And so that's the cover that has been revealed. I love the spine. And Leanne's added my Maple Koru publishing logo. She designed that as well several years ago, but we were able to put that on the spine as well. And then the back, and I've revised the blurb as well on the back of the book. And I've added a quote there as well, if you can see. It's from Chris Moisa from Wanganui. So I've added his quotation on the back. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, I think it's stunning. Gosh. At the back, some of the sort of revision that I've done too, of course, is to advertise the other books in the back as well. But you'll see more of Kauhanga in just a moment. But just some things like that. Now, I'll have a closer look again too later on, but I think that's going to look amazing on a shelf. Beautiful. Okay, so let's look at Kauhanga. So again, I went with matte with that. Oh my gosh, the color. Yeah, I hope that looks good on camera too, because I think it looks amazing. Oh my. Wow. And again, the spine. With the logo down there. That's Leanne and I talked about putting that white trim around it to make that logo stand out a little bit more. Again, a revised blurb on the back for Kauhanga, a bit shorter, which was what everybody was telling me to do. And this time a quote from James Russell, author of the Dragon Brothers series of books. So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, gorgeous. So again, even just to show you the difference. And I've had good comments on my first books. You know, I've never had anybody run down the covers or say anything about them that was negative in any kind of way. It's just, when I see them, I think it's obvious that it's a template. And the more Create Space books you see out there, the more aware you are of what those templates look like. You know, I was really appreciative because it was Chris Moisa, who's been so supportive of this book, who said he loved the first cover as it was, you know. But when I look at the two of them together, I really think that I think it's really been a terrific thing to do. I haven't decided yet, but at the moment this is still available. I'm not going to plan on taking this off of Amazon or Goodreads or anything like that anytime soon, but I may do at some point. But at the moment I still am quite fond of this. But boy, that is gorgeous. I think you'd agree. And again, looking at the comparison between the two of them here. From the original, again, it's that templated look from Create Space, which has been a good book. I love this cover. I really like the white. I like the color scheme that we had going on there, and the way it looked on Amazon too. I thought it was unique. But I think you might agree that what Leanne's done here is beyond. It's really terrific. Yeah. So we'll just open up the chain as well. I haven't done a whole lot of chain. The main difference for the chain was just some of the interior. As I said, some editing there too, but also just the fact that I can advertise those other two with the new covers at the back now on that edition as well. But that's the same gloss cover with the chain, so I'm really pleased with that. So you know, looking at that collection of books makes me very, very proud. I think they look terrific all together as a set too. And along with that, you know, all the other things that have been going on, I've redesigned the website as well. So yeah, I wasn't going to tell people about the website or direct them there until I had approved these books. But at the same time, if you want to have a look, by all means have a look. It's a new format to the website. The covers look great on there, and made some other changes as well, just to give it a whole new relaunch, so to speak. So many thanks to Leanne Reynolds for what she's done with those new covers. And I'm going to put some links down in the comments below so you can check out the website. You can see links to Leanne's page as well, and the blog post that I wrote about Leanne, and see more about the work that she does, because I think I've known her for a while, and she's a tremendous talent. You can do anything if you're interested in getting book covers designed, or CD covers, or animation, or all sorts of graphic design work. Just you can contact Leanne. I was able to work with Leanne too all over Facebook, even though we know each other and we have occasion to meet up in person. We were able to do all of that work basically through Facebook messaging. We were just able to go back and forth that way, and the occasional email when we wanted to get a better quality of images going back and forth. But almost all of it was just online. So it's just the kind of thing you can work with people like that. You can work with Leanne like that, and she can do amazing work for you in that way. Yeah. So there we go. Happy to share that with you, and very excited. I've got some reading to do. I've got some more going through, because I'll go through all 3 of those books and make sure that the interior is all looking the way it needs to, and then I'll tell everybody when they're all available again too. And I'll be getting copies into Paper Plus here in Tomononui, just so that some local people have access to that. For the most part, it'll be about getting it out on Amazon again too, and trying to attract the eyes of some other people out there who might be interested in the books. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for coming along with this with me.